we go. So, welcome to the MagicGatheringStrat channel. I'm Powercore, streaming a Modern Daily today. Haven't played Modern in a while. I just played a couple hours. Well, not a couple hours, maybe like 1 hour. Tournament practice, and it was horrible. So, I thought if we are having a bad day, just losing, might as well play a daily. Makes sense, doesn't it? So, Magic Online is having fun. Not sure what's happening here. Well, we're getting started. I was going to talk about the deck, but obviously you can't see the deck right now because Magic Online is throwing a fit. And this clock has stopped, which is really pissing me off. Okay, I'm going to talk about the deck either way. You can't see it. Maybe, whatever. So I replaced I replaced one of the chalices main. I moved one chalice from the main board to the sideboard, so there's now two main, two side. Great. What a great timing. I moved one chalice from the main to the side. I have two main cellos, two side cellos, and I replaced that slot with Anticipate, which some people have been testing, and apparently it's pretty good at fixing your draws. It's like a really good cantrip, but the instant speed makes it really good. You can keep open a Remand or Cognizant for one, and then at the end of turn you can anticipate if nothing happened. I like that idea, so I want to try that out, and it worked kind of good in the tournament practice, but tournament practice, as I said before, was horrible. I do have internet, I know that I do have internet, because I am streaming, and the streaming software would have told me that the connection has crashed, which is well, okay, here we go. I mean, this is just the best timing. As I said, I've been playing for... I've done like 2 or 3 matches of tournament practice before this, so maybe like a little over an hour, and there were absolutely no problems, and as soon as I start playing a daily, it decides to crash. And now, of course, it's taking forever to load. Well, anyway, I also changed some things around in the sideboard. I cut Squelch, I cut Pithing Needle, and I added 2 Hurkyl's Recall. I'm not sure if that's the right choice. I think the Hurkyl's Recall definitely belong on the sideboard. The question is, do you want to cut the Squelch and the Pithing Needle? I think both are pretty weak. Not necessarily weak cards, but just I don't use them to their full effect. I board them in very rarely. And when I do, I feel like they're lackluster. I think it could have been easily maybe the Spell Guide, maybe the Pact, but those are cards I really like. And the Spell Guide I actually bring in a lot of times, and I think the Spell Guide is kind of fun, so. It's not showing me my game. It's telling me that we have a game, but we can't return to the game. Okay. Okay. So, come on. For real? It's a great start. Well, let's keep this on the draw. This is not the really... This is not even mediocre, this is kinda shitty hand, but I am a firm believer that you keep almost any hand where you have a decent mana base. So if you have 2 lands and access to blue mana, then you usually keep. especially on the draw, where you're unlikely to miss your for land drop. And just as I say that, we might actually miss it. Not exactly sure what the opponent is playing. Could be Esper Mentor, could be Esper Control, could be Ad Nauseam. Great. I think the spell burst is the worst here. Our opponent should counter this. He should realize that we are fishing for lands and abuse this situation. Should probably be Titan. But I'm gonna go with Chalice. So we drew 5 cards, no land. Rather unlikely we play. How many lands do we play? 25? 25 lands. I should really know this. This time around I'm gonna go with Titan. So I knew it was gonna be that kind of day after tournament practice. But I just couldn't. I just really wanted to play daily again because I haven't played Modern in such a long time. He's not helping us in any way. If we could have condescended something to Scry, that would have made a huge difference. And we're just one mana away from, first for knowledge and then probably hitting all the others. Dismember is at least a playable spell. I misplayed here. I should have condescended this for 0 to Scry. I mean, it probably doesn't matter. We're probably losing after being stuck on 2 lands. Oh well. Well, we have to first here, I think. If we let him untap and he counters our first knowledge, that would be really bad. And I think we can throw away the Silent Arbiter. And there's no land. So, let's see. We had a total look at 18 cards, 7 of which were in our starting hand. So we had to look at 11 cards. We got to draw 11 cards. And one of them was a land. What did he do? I didn't pay attention. Oh, he just fetched. So yeah, 1 out of 11. That's not a very good ratio. Not when 1/3 of your deck. So the expected value would have been around 4, 3 or 4, like 3.6. We could calculate what the odds are of drawing 1 land out of 11 cards, but last time I tried that, I failed miserably. Although I should really know how to do that because I learned it like a couple years ago. Well, he's tapping out, which is really good for us. If he was keeping mana open to counter our things, that would be worse. But of course, he just drew a lot of cards. Probably has a win condition now. Oh well, this is actually interesting because, well, thing is, it's at 7. It's very unlikely that we can counter something, but I think we still keep Condescend open, see if we can counter something. Maybe he has a win condition which is like 5, 6 mana. Now it had to be 7. Fatal Land. We are obviously running into something here, but we have to try this. So probably Cryptics. I was really hoping that he had drawn a win condition, and after win condition we could either Condescend if it was too expensive or first knowledge. But I knew that this was probably gonna be wrong play. Well, it's gonna be repeal. I should have just done this in my main phase, I think. The only reason I didn't is because I drew land. Guess we're gonna have to throw away this Mindslaver. Kind of want to tap here for Fabricate, get an Expedition map, but I think we don't want to tap here. He probably doesn't have a counterspell though, because if he had a counterspell, he would have used it for first. I would think so, at least. But I'm still hoping that he's gonna tap for something expensive. We Condescend, probably our Condescend gets countered, but then the next turn we can pretty sure resolve that Fabricate. And he's hitting all his land drops, that's really annoying. And he's not playing anything. I'm probably misplaying this really horribly. I think I'm okay with showing the tower here, because I really want to, if I top deck a mine, really want to have the most mana I could have. I think as long as he's not playing anything, we're also not trying to resolve this Fabricate, because once we resolve this Fabricate and get an Expedition map, we're in a decent position. I think we might actually win this. So we just wait for him to do the first move, then Condescend, and then hopefully the next turn. We might actually be able to resolve an Eugene turn after, which will hopefully then take care of his win condition. The only thing I'm really scared of is him finding a Colonnade, because we probably can't deal with that, like, at all. And the thing is, he has all of these great instants, which he can cast in the end step, and we don't. And it's just a really bad idea, I think, to condescend that thing twice. If we had, like, if one of these lands was a first, I think it would be better, and he has a Ghost Quarter. That might actually be good for us, though. Well, since he's not doing anything, it's not really hurting us that much. Because eventually we will draw a mine. Morphing twice. Yeah, I think I have to condescend this one. Kind of really not what I was hoping to do, because this doesn't help us. Well, okay, it does help us. I think this condescend is okay, but obviously the expedition map goes to the top. And how did this? Oh, he discarded this path. Yeah, he discarded the path. Okay, so he probably has one more path in hand. I mean, he must know we play Vomka Engine, and he has to discard again. Let's see. Spell Snare. Okay. All right. Do you want to go this turn? Or can at least tap this way, so we have more mana for the Reconnaissance and Fabricate. And probably don't try to play our spells this turn. Probably just shut out. I did not expect this main. Okay. Jeez. Blown out. Absolutely did not expect this main, but it's very good. I like that he plays that. Because fetch lands, everybody plays fetch lands. So in the worst case, it's a bad cantrip, but against fetch land, it's gonna be blowout. What's he gonna do? He's gonna Esper Charm, I would think. Esper Charm, discard 2. I think again we have to really, we have no choice here. We have to try this. Wow. Cameron seems pretty good. So we're at 8. We have 5 mana. We don't want to use this. So what would be faster than using this is to fabricate into Expedition Map. I think I'm gonna try this. And if he contests this, we can still Academy Runes, get Expedition Map back. We only need to keep 2 blue sources, or yeah, 2 blue sources open for this to work. Wow, it's unfortunate. So he attacks for 6, we go to 4. If he has another Shadow of Doubt, we lose. Well, okay, we're just dead. It's another Esper Charm. He attacks for 8. I'm trying to think if there's some way. What can we return? Oh, I'm gonna give it a try. 9 mana. If it was 1 more mana. Well, I mean, he must have a counter spell in his hand. And we have to get back Angel. I mean, if we had 10 mana, we could maybe get back Mindslaver and hope that he doesn't have anything, which is really unlikely. Um, so, oh, okay. So we go to 2 here, and I think we have to get Platinum Angel back. Otherwise, we just die to the Colonnade next turn. Eugene can't deal with Colonnade. It's really funny that we managed to survive for so long, despite being stuck on 2 lands until turn 7. That, yeah, okay, we're just dead. So, yeah, I don't believe I mean, that was just horrible, right? Because we spent the whole time doing nothing, not even once we had the mana, because I was hoping for him to tap out and he just never did. But I think if we tap out there, if we start out doing stuff, we get punished for that so hard. So we just get cornered all the way. So I don't think we can really do that either. So the negate of the pact is definitely good. I don't like the Chalice that much. I had a look at all those cards he played, and there was his CMC1 spells were just path and spell snare. So it wasn't that much, and he was very heavy on CMC2, but there's just no way we're gonna play Chalice on 2. There was Riemann, Tinkwise, Snapcaster, but and Shadow of Dub, but we would never play Chalice on 2 because it hits ourselves so hard. Spellsky is kind of okay against Path, I suppose, and blocks Snapcasters all day. I like Dismember versus Colonnade. Colonnade seems to be his main win condition. Maybe Justice Cap, but I don't think so. So what do we board out? Repeal seem to be not very good. Repeal on the Snapcaster is really bad. He's probably bringing in Stony Silence, so you want to keep in some repeals. But I think cutting one repeal is good. I'd rather keep the Cyclonic Rift than a repeal. Some amount of expedition maps can go out, maybe 2, maybe 1 or 2. I'm not sure if I really want to keep the Chalice. Maybe I keep 1 Chalice so I can fabricate into it if I feel like I need a Chalice on 1 in a path to protect from path. Other than that, Better Skull's weak against Stony Silence, but Vomka Engine's weak against path. It's kind of annoying. When we have to find something to board out here. Maybe 3 Dismembers is a little bit too heavy. 2 more cards. Jeez. I don't really like Fabricate because it's sorcery speed. Not sure if that's a good idea about to board up Fabricate. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna board out Fabricate and Expedition Map. Because he has all those Shadow of Doubts. Sorcery Speed is just bad in the Control Mirror, and Stony Silence is, this means the Expedition Map is really bad. Why am I behind on time? Oh, because we had the DC, of course. We didn't do anything, so it's just really weird that we have less time than he does. Did he play Xeon versions? I don't think he played Xeon versions. Oh, Fotsies. That's okay. He probably takes first. I think the Control Mirror is one of my worst matchups. I mean, it's a good matchup for Blue Tron in general, but I just never get to play it, and I have 0 experience, and I think that really shows. When I see Shock Trooper play the Control matchup, he does plays which would have never occurred to me that way, which seem really weird to me. And sometimes it's really counterintuitive for me. I think we want a first year since he's tapped out. And I think we throw away the Chalice or the Spell's Guide. I'm gonna go with the Chalice. It's really tough to just sit there and do nothing, but sometimes that's the right play, because if you tap out, you get punished with counter spells. Well, we tried that last time and it just didn't work. So what does he know? He knows these 3 cards. He knows the Spellburst, he knows the Force, he knows the Spell's Guide. Yeah, well, do I first again? I think I first again. Oh yeah. Artifact Spell's Guide, I would say. So what does he know? He knows only the Spellburst. Yeah. He only knows about the Spellburst. Okay, let's see. We would be at 7 if we play the tower here. At 9, I mean. Could probably resolve the Womka engine. I think we play an island and we wait 1 more turn. And then we play the Titan. And we have 2 mana open for Connaissance for 1. Not sure if that's the correct play though. I definitely want to wait 1 more turn. If he uses the Ghost Coordinator, then it's just bad luck. Or misplay, I suppose. Let's see what he does here. That's interesting. What can we discard? Well, we could discard Dismember Island. I think we will do that actually. I don't think I want to use my counter for this. Oh, it was draw 2 cards. I'm stupid. This is the fallacy that the guy from State of the Program, I forgot his name, talked about like 2 weeks ago. You see a cryptic command or a charm and you don't really pay attention to what it's doing because you're assuming that it's just the mode it always is. If I play this here and he has more than 1 counter, it's really blowout. I think I just try to play the well, I have to try to play this. Let's just hope he has a cryptic. I mean, Ghost Quarter is not that bad because he loses a land which he really needs, and we get another blue source, and then with Anticipate we probably find something else soon. Doesn't look like a cryptic to me. It's a Remont. And I think we Anticipate now. Oh no, because he's only on 4 now, we might be able actually to condescend something. And if he taps out to counter our Anticipate, we probably can resolve something else. Like the Wonka engine. Better Skull. Kinda like the idea of playing Better Skull. But we're again at just having 2 mana open. And not a good counter. I think I take the Remon actually. We already have good threats, we're just 1 mana short. Oh wow. I don't want to run into Shadow of Doubt, so I'm gonna try to use this after he uses the colonnade. If he uses the colonnade, he doesn't, so he would have way enough for Shadow of Doubt, but I think we have to try it. Riemann is really bad, and so is Condescend. If he has no counter here, he just probably loses to Soaring Titan. He has a Cryptic, it seems. If this had been a negate, it would have been blowout for us, I think. That's very smart of him. To bounce the land. You don't see that very often. I say that very often that the opponent should do this. Because otherwise we could have played this. Not even sure if we want to play Wonka Engine now. But I think we have to try this. But the thing is, if he has Path, it's just really, really bad. But since he's tapped out now, I think we have to try this. Just really annoying that we're just... But he probably has a Path and we just get blown up by that again. Maybe I'm playing not patient enough even now. Maybe I should have just waited with the expedition map until he at some point tapped for the colonnade. He has 6 mana open. Condescend is just not helping at all. I mean, we would have to tap completely. I think I'm gonna first here hoping to find, well, not this. Something that mattered. I'm not gonna first again, I think. I was hoping to find a negate. Still knows about the Sunring Titan. Just, I think we're actually in a good position to maybe resolve the Sunring Titan now. I'm gonna be at 10 mana next turn. We're just always a little bit short, which is really annoying. Oh, that's not gonna resolve. I'm gonna first roll it here at the end of the turn, hoping that he... Well, let's see what he does first. Hoping that he wastes some mana on that. Well, I'm obviously gonna try to dismember. It's looking pretty good. Okay, can we short him something? We can short him white. Definitely gonna do that. Not sure if he actually wants to do that, because he loses twice as many lands. We could remount this, keep our threat, short him with white. Well, he just concedes. Didn't see any Stony Silence, so I'm thinking maybe we want to bring in... Why is the Silent Arbiter still here? The Silent Arbiter should have gone out. That was a mistake and boring. Maybe bring in an expedition map again. Maybe we bought out another repeal because there really wasn't anything to bounce. I mean, cards which I'm thinking about bringing in, maybe the second chalice, maybe more expedition maps. But the Shadow of Doubt is just really, really pissing me off. He must play Stony Silence. There's just absolutely no reason he would not be playing Stony Silence, I would think. And especially when he's on the play, Expedition map's not very good because he cannot, like, we have turn 1 Expedition map, he has turn 2 Stony Silence. That's just really annoying. But Chalice on 1 doesn't seem that special against him either. I like the 1 Chalice, which you can get in the late game if you're on control. Well, the thing is, we don't play Fabricate anymore, so where's Fabricate now? So it doesn't make much sense to have this Chalice. But I just don't want any of the other cards, really. I could see playing a second Bomb Engine just because our win conditions are getting removed so easily. There's only 6 win conditions. Going to 7 might be okay. So maybe we just bought out the Chalice. Well, bring this in. Bought out the Chalice. Bring in Expedition map. Yeah, I don't think we won Chalice in this matchup actually. This member is pretty good. It seems really that Colonnade is really his only win condition. Did we see Snapcaster? Yeah, we saw some Snapcaster, I think. Did we see a Snapcaster? I have such bad memory. Yeah, of course. He played Snapcaster Esper Charm twice, right? In the early game. The game 1, I mean. So maybe we want another dismember for the Colonnades. Well, I just don't see what to cut here. Maybe Spellburst, but Spellburst can be good in the late game. Maybe the Repeal, but then we're just getting blown out with the Stony Silence, so I think I'm just gonna submit this way. It's just really annoying. Every game we are like 2 lands. But again, this has to be a keep. That we had such a stupid game 1. I'm gonna have to play faster here, way faster. I mean, 8 minutes is plenty of time to play a match, but in a control mirror, and when he's so far ahead on time. Amber versus Stony Silence. Oh, he's stuck on 2. Wow. I'm gonna try to first here, hoping to bait. Well, not right now, but in his end step. Then Eugene is probably gonna just win the game if we resolve the Eugene. What to discard? It's gonna be first, I think. I don't want to discard the counters. I'm not gonna try to slam Eugene here. Shadow of Doubt. We could counter this, but I wanna cast the first knowledge again, hoping to draw more lands, so we can play with Eugene and have a counter open. Let's see. I think it's one condescend, one land. Or maybe condescend spell burst. I really want to keep at least one draw. Not sure if keeping both lands is the right decision. Yeah, I actually like getting second blue source here. Don't think we need the Spell's Guide. I don't really care about the Stony Silence, even with a better skull. Just want to get to ultimate. Second blue source also means we can repeal this, and yeah. I really like his deck, by the way. I think it looks really fun to play. I'm just not sure if it's any good. And don't say it was like condescending or anything, but I have no idea if it's actually any good. I would probably cut black because I think most of the black cards really don't matter. I mean, we didn't actually see a black card that mattered, I think. Like this. Do we really care about this? I think we first in response. And just discard the lands because we have enough lands. And no, whatever he chooses, it really doesn't matter. We could have also remounted this, but I don't see the point. Yeah, like, I don't think you need the discard, which is only probably in the sideboard anyway. You don't need that much. You can cast Shadow of Doubt without a problem if you're two colored. And I'm trying to remember. Well, we saw the Esper Charm. The Esper Charm is really the only thing mainboard I think which would make sense to splash black for. And Flash Snapcaster Esper Charm is pretty strong. Card advantage wise, I understand that. But I really like the idea of it just blue. Actually don't think we need to repeal that right now. Of just a blue-white control deck. Not sure we actually want to ultimate here. I mean, we're so much in control. We're probably not losing this, so yeah. Probably not losing the Eugene even if the ultimate, so it does make sense in that respect. Okay. I should have equipped. I forgot to equip. Well, okay, we have enough mana anyway. Another Thoughtseize. Well, I think this one we can convert. I quite like the Anticipate. Don't think we need the negate here. Even if he has another oh yeah, we actually wouldn't have been able to equip. Even if he has another path, we just win with Eugene and Better Skull. Definitely Academy runes. Not even close. Okay, let's see. We equip this. Play the Academy runes. Attack +1, +2 of course. Well, might as well give this a try. See what happens. If we draw anything else that matters. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh yeah, of course. We lose 1 mana, that's okay. I was worried for a moment what he was talking about. He could have remounted here. Why am I so slow? Why is he so fast? I don't understand him. Doesn't matter, he's dead here. So, despite having an unwinnable game 1, my game 1 was actually really close, considering, but still, we managed to win here. But it felt really um, insecure. Like, I don't know how to say it. I'm not convinced. It wasn't a convincing victory. I don't feel good about that match. I feel like the control, as I said before, is something. The control mirror is something I don't play very well. I think if the control mirror against Mono Blue Tron I play pretty good, but this just didn't feel very good. I'm gonna blame it on the lack of experience against other control decks, because there's just almost no real control decks in the format. But we started with a win, so we're gonna take that.